Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital News YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. After attending an addiction counseling meeting, Alexis and Finn lingered behind at General Hospital and stacked chairs. When Finn brought up the fact that he hadn't seen Alexis at a meeting in a while, she admitted that other matters had taken priority. "It occurs," Finn remarked cautiously. Alexis understood that some individuals could afford to take it easy for a while, but if she skipped too many meetings, she may endanger everything. She informed Chase that she had been given permission to have her disbarment revoked, therefore she would not be able to attend his wedding. Finn was overjoyed to tell Alexis that she deserved it, but she wasn't buying it. "Maybe I got the justice that I deserved the first time when the court smacked me down," she explained. Though she might not have been guilty of perjury, Alexis pointed out that she had lied to the medical board while under oath. "When we don't think we're worth saving, we don't even try," Finn stated. Because she had a history of doing terrible things to sabotage herself, Alexis added she needed to exercise caution. Although the instinct was in the background, she reassured him that it was always present. Though he acknowledged that Alexis had experienced some amazing experiences in the past, Finn nonetheless showed empathy. And Alexis nodded. Her daughters, she clarified, were first on the list. Her pride in her legal career stemmed from the fact that she had made a modest but positive difference in society. While she would have to stay sober and get out of her own way, Alexis acknowledged that she wanted to do that again. Being forthright, Alexis acknowledged that she would want a drink to cheer herself up if she won and a drink to grieve herself if she lost the appeal. "Life isn't always easy," Finn noted. Speaking candidly, Alexis disclosed her recent chat with Molly as well as Molly's threat to end their relationship with their mother if Alexis made another mistake. Finn reassured her, "You won't let that happen." Alexis urged Finn to hold her responsible if she failed to show up to meetings, and she pledged to do so. After discussing his guilt for mistreating Gregory for years, and realizing that he only had a few months left to make amends, Finn's ailing father came up in conversation. "So, I'll be there for you if you promise the same for me," Finn replied. Alexis reassured him that she was available for Gregory as well as Finn. Following a handshake and a hearty hug, Finn revealed to Alexis that, in spite of Gregory's evidently failing health, Gregory had been excluding him from conversations and providing him with glowing medical reports. When Alexis had seen Gregory a while back, he hadn't looked good. Finn talked candidly about how much it hurt him to lose that time with his father. "We are the only ones who can punish us," Alexis remarked. Alexis was reassured by Finn that Gregory had shown a great deal of devotion to his mother. Nonetheless, Finn became enraged when Gregory moved on and started dating Jackie Templeton. He acknowledged that Finn had used Jackie's engagement to Gregory as an opportunity to exact revenge on his father. According to Finn, what kind of son does that? With bags of supplies for supper, Elizabeth, Jake, and Aiden arrived at Finn's apartment. Elizabeth sent her sons to the kitchen to get things going after Gregory and Violet had welcomed them. Violet trailed behind the boys. When they were alone, Elizabeth checked in with Gregory, but he dismissed her concerns and soon brought up Jake, changing the topic. A little while later, Elizabeth received an update on the dinner progress from Aiden and Violet when they came into the living room. Elizabeth revealed that she had hoped to speak with Gregory about Jake when the children went back to the kitchen. Jake and Jason were in a scenario that was similar to what Gregory and Finn had experienced years earlier. She clarified that Jake was upset, not even acknowledging Jason by name. Elizabeth had hoped Gregory could give some guidance, but she was aware that he had not abandoned Finn. Gregory commented, "Jake doesn't seem to be the only one who's upset." Although Elizabeth acknowledged that Gregory was correct, she was worried about her son because Jake's rage was crippling him. Gregory proposed that rage serves as a self-punishment mechanism for people who are unable to let go of a loved one. Gregory said that losing Finn's mother had been the worst thing that had ever happened to him, much worse than learning he had ALS. However, meeting Jackie had made a difference in his life because she had been young and active. Although he acknowledged that he had been feeling unfaithful to his late wife, he reassured Elizabeth that he and Jackie had been in love. Elizabeth countered, but Finn didn't see it that way. Gregory clarified that Finn had believed his father's friendship with Jackie to be a betrayal of his mother's memory. Gregory, though, made the observation that Finn's rage had finally subsided and that what was left had resulted in a devoted father-son bond. Gregory said that it could be necessary for Jake to let go of his anger as well. It was at that moment that Violet and Aiden came back into the living room to declare dinner ready. Finn got home a few moments later. Finn stopped to inquire about Jake's well-being after Gregory, Violet, and Aiden entered the dining room. Jake grinned broadly and replied, "No complaints." Jake went to join Gregory, Violet, and Aiden, and then Elizabeth and Finn kissed each other. Finn said he was sorry for being late and that he had attended a meeting but remained on to speak with Alexis. He inquired about his father, since Elizabeth was understanding. She said that Gregory was the most charming person and that she would be halfway in love with him if it weren't for Finn. Finn jokingly warned himself not to be late for supper ever again. Brooke Lynn commented on how nice the smells in the kitchen were at Chase and Brooke Lynn's condo. With a serving of his own made Florentine chicken, Chase entered the room wearing an apron. The sweet gesture, plus the fact that Chase had sold his truck to cover the cost of their Italian honeymoon, affected Brooke Lynn. Although Chase reassured Brooke Lynn that selling his truck hadn't been a huge issue, she didn't buy it. The topic of Lucy's antics on the Home and Heart channel and how Sasha had saved the day by convincing viewers to purchase Deception's cream came up as he poured them each a glass of wine. Lucy's need for therapy was made evident to the viewers, voiced Brooke Lynn's complaint. Chase reassured Brooke Lynn that he was on track for a raise at work after she argued that the cream's success was crucial to turning things around financially at Deception. Wanting to establish a tiny forest getaway for them, he offered that they utilize the money he raised to buy some land. "Perhaps that truck will come in handy," jokingly stated Chase. Chase scowled and asked Brooke Lynn whether they really needed to have the money talk again, even though she pointed out that they could afford multiple trucks in addition to a forest retreat. "Your family has all the money, and I have a decent government salary," Chase stated. Brooke Lynn advised them to savor their meal before discussing their money. Brooke Lynn brought up the subject of money after they had finished their delectable dinner. Chasing after a pen, he figured she wanted him to sign a prenuptial agreement. Since she wasn't going to ask him to sign one, Brooke Lynn told him it wasn't required. Chase assured her that he wouldn't mind because he intended to wed her for the rest of their lives. It was Brooke Lynn's way of telling Chase that they needed to talk about what would happen if they stayed together. Although her mother's family had been working class, she admitted that the Quartermain side of her family had been affluent. Brooke Lynn acknowledged that she wished for their kids to have a life like that, one that was safe, loving, and supported by relatives that looked out for them. It could be a little tough, Brooke Lynn acknowledged, but Chase had warned her that some of her family might try to slip money into their kids' hands. Brooke Lynn surmised that Tracy had really pushed for a prenuptial agreement in order to shield Chase and her from the insane behavior that came with the Quartermain's kind of money. Chase suggested transferring interest from various accounts, including Brooke Lynn's trust money, into a savings account for their kids. He proposed that they utilize the funds for a safety precaution as well. Brooke Lynn found the notion appealing, and the two of them expressed a desire to instill a strong work ethic, honesty, and compassion in their children. Brooke Lynn confessed that she had been anxious to talk to him about money after they had cuddled up on the couch. Chase was positive they would talk about this same thing again in a few years. If their situations were reversed, he implied she wouldn't want to survive on his millions. "With a probably not," Brooke Lynn said. Laura went to see Anna in the police station. Laura clarified that although she was meeting with someone else, she had wanted to speak with Anna about justice. "I think you and I have been standing in the way of it for too long," Laura responded. Laura said it was her fault for obligingly ignoring what was directly in front of her. Laura's admission that she had been discussing her friendship with Sonny caught Anna off guard. Laura revealed that Luke had acquired Sonny's former strip club, the Paradise Lounge. The club eventually shuttered because of its poor reputation, but the two guys had developed a close connection when Luke and Sonny transformed the area into Luke's Blues Club. Both Laura and Anna felt that Sonny had helped the hospital and some of their loved ones a lot, and they had a friendship and a connection with him. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.